All right, looks like we are on. Let me know if you can see or hear me right now. Yeah, video and audio. Thank you, Lenina, and welcome everybody back to Paleontologizing. I'm not sure how long today's stream is going to be, because we're getting some weather. There are storm clouds on the horizon, which may or may not hit us, and also it's been pretty windy and pretty hot. I've been wrestling with the shade tarps today. It's just one of those days, you know? But I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Paleontologizing. And welcome to the beautiful and sometimes pretty austere desert of eastern Utah near the town of Moab. We're working here on the earliest Cretaceous Cedar Mountain Formation. Very, very, very beginning of the Cretaceous period. Digging up what we have every reason to think is a brand new species of dinosaur here. Pretty exciting stuff. If it's your first time here, then let me introduce myself real quick. My name is Danny Anduza. I'm a dinosaur paleontologist. And I'm here on Twitch trying to do some good old-fashioned science outreach. This is how I do this during the summers. You know, normally I'm back home in my office during the year, streaming some of the latest fossil news, new publications, interviews with other paleontologists, art and illustrations, and 3D modeling and 3D printing and stuff like that. But it's summertime, and during the summertime, paleontologists like me who do field work are out in the field. And paleontologists who study dinosaurs are out digging up dinosaurs. That's what we're going to be doing today. So again, if it's your first time here, welcome. I hope you're as excited as I am. And let me know if you've got any questions. It's the whole point of these interactive broadcasts is for you to be able to ask questions and for me to be able to do my best to answer them. But to help me out with that, we also have Utah State paleontologist Jim Kirkland in the quarry here. I'm not sure how much we'll be able to hear each other over the wind, but we'll see, huh? Gonna give it our best. And 100 degrees Fahrenheit today out there. Yeah, Geek Store, it's pretty cool today compared to what it has been. Now these clouds are certainly nice to have, but the wind is not ideal, you know? If we had clouds and wind, that'd be great. But wind and intense sun and heat, not great, you know? Not a good combination. Especially when we've got our shade tarps like this. Yeah. And, but yeah. And Miss Yvette says, can dinosaurs have twin babies? I know dinosaurs lay eggs. I don't think it works that way, because with twins, that's usually like, no, I don't know, at least with identical twins, that's an embryo that splits, and I don't know if that happens with eggs, like with, you know, hard-shelled eggs. Like birds and their ancestors, dinosaurs, would have laid. So I kind of doubt it works that way, but I'm not totally sure. Yeah. And anyway, yeah. But yeah, good question, Miss Yvette. And if anybody else has any questions, let me know. Yeah. It's so windy that our router blew over there, so I just kind of stuck it on its side. But there's our satellite dish, solar generator, all that good stuff. That's how I can broadcast from way out here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, thank you to everybody who supported the channel to make these purchases possible, because that's the only reason I can broadcast from out here. And in 11 days that you've been digging, how many bones have been unearthed? Ooh, Lonely CPU Gaming, that's a good question. We can take a look at some of them down there. We've got some jackets all laid out already. I'm guessing we probably have about, I don't know, in total, something like 50 bones so far. Probably more, actually. But there's the biggest ones over there thus far. And then we've got more over here, too. Ethan just found 8 different bones yesterday. And Ethan's taking the day off today, otherwise he'd be working right here. But this is his area, so we gotta be careful not to step there. Fisher's got a number of bones over here, too, including one in his hand there. What do you think that's there, Fisher?
Maybe like a really fat, like phalanx or something. I'm not
nice. Sure. Finger or toe bone? Yeah. Probably toe bone.
But yeah, I popped this out this morning, and then it split at this seam, but this part underneath was still in the rock. So I had to do a little bit of maneuvering to get that glued back on there.
Nice, nicely done.
But yeah, it's the whole thing right
cool.
There.
So very nice.
Get that wrap here in a few.
Yeah.
We could do a quick tour of Ethan's area here.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, Don.
Well, we had
This is Utah Assistant State Paleontologist Don DeBlue right here.
Ethan and I kind of been working this area. We had a little barrier right here between him and I. I just took out a big...
Holy cow, is that a femur?
Yeah, I took out a smaller femur right here.
Uh-huh.
That's in that jacket.
Nice.
And over here I've got a nice vertebra. You can see the centrum and the
beautiful.
Zygopotheses.
So that's cervical right there?
Probably a caudal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then another bone going here. Like rib. Maybe that's looking ribby. I don't know. This kind of looked like the end of a ischium, but I don't know. It might dive under. There's actually like a toe right here.
Huh.
Another rib there. And then as I was working this way towards Ethan's area, at first we saw this, we thought it was maybe a centrum. But then you can see how it's kind of slightly inclined down. It actually went down slightly underneath that jacket.
Interesting.
Yeah, that far in there, you can see a little rounded. That was like right here.
Oh, okay.
So I had to peel it off. Just trying to do that size jacket and extend it that far would have been a little bit cumbersome. So
oh yeah, glad you're able to split
did a
those.
little surgical split. So yeah, I think a nice the proximal end up here, distal end down here, a little curve, maybe a little trochanter action there, and then there was this little teeny piece of bone right there that we weren't quite sure about, but I just popped it up. But you can see that there's a centrum there, and then another like a transverse process. So there's going to be a vertebra there, and then there's a really nice adult ulna underneath that jacket.
Lovely, yeah.
And then this underneath this pillow is that really nice little tiny ilium, which is there.
Very nice.
So,
look at that. Acetabulum right there?
Yeah, acetabulum there.
Fits in
Yeah.
kind of cup shape.
And then you can see a little pre-pubic process in the back. Yeah, that's really nice. One of the smaller ones we've gotten. And then what else he's got? Something else there, not sure, maybe some more verts. And then I forget what he has under there. Oh, like a metatarsal.
Nice.
And then, yeah, you see he has something here too.
Very
And
nice. Bones galore.
that's something else, yeah. That's mostly stuff he had, so.
Cool.
He had enough over here that I could encroach a little bit on him. Yeah. And then Jim's got a nice quadrate.
Quadrate, yeah. Skull bone over there, very important. We'll take a look at that. Yeah. Oh no, we had a question about your shirt of the day, Don. Boulder Peak.
An ancient
Triathlon.
Boulder Peak triathlon. I think this was like 30 years ago.
Wow, July 25th, 1993. Holy cow.
It goes way back. I pulled this one out of the archives.
Nice. Very nice. Thanks, Don. Now, here's the jacket that we flipped yesterday. Me and Jim, and yeah, looking beautiful. Textbook flip. Really well done.
Yeah, it needs to be capped.
Yeah.
Got a few hair.
And then,
Of course, this is a quadrate.
uh-huh.
The back of the skull.
Very nice.
The jaw would attach there. Go forward. The back. The ear would be in here, coming through. That's probably a posterior or an anterior dorsal or posterior cervical.
Nice.
It's right the shoulder
Sure.
interface. And I don't know what that is, but it's pretty.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
Elysium or something?
Nah, I don't know what it is. It's small. It's well preserved, which is always nice. But yep, don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet. I mean, I've set this aside because there's a couple super thin fragments of bone there and a weird knobbly thing here going in. But yeah, probably nothing we can do with that. But set it aside for now.
The tooth that you found earlier was.
I got a wrap there.
Oh, nice.
It was an iguanodont tooth, but it was broken up all together, kind of in the matrix.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't. It's like, well, how'd that happen?
Did you get stepped on or something? Or that's bizarre.
Yeah, mystery for sure. Yeah, I
Interesting
don't quite understand. You know, something ate it. Oh man, and spit it out. I mean, I have no. It's all together, but it's all broken.
Yeah.
You know, over an area about that big. How's that happen? I don't know. that's pretty. There's neural spine going up, zygapophyses, transverse processes coming across. There.
Nice.
The centrum's going to be down under there, so we just got to go around it. And I'm not sure if this is anything, and that might be something else there. But yeah, spent a lot of the morning bringing this down, and now stuff everywhere.
Awesome. Shoot, I'm hoping for the same thing over in my area.
Yeah.
Been working on that. On the dance floor over there, trying to bring that
Yeah,
down.
this is the edge here. I mean, here we go into the debris right there.
Yeah.
Going up.
Jeez.
So we stopped right next to the quadrant. There.
Got lucky there.
Yeah. Pretty.
Yeah.
Like skull bones. Four of them.
Oh, Mr. Vet says, what tool is that near the bucket? So this is a rock hammer right here. If you're talking about this one.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got a leather case on it. Yeah. But,
Now you can see the strata here, the way it's laid out, and the debris. That's the natural dirt on the surface of the ground in here.
right.
And you hit a pick into that, and it's like going into rubber. It's carbonate cemented, but not brittle, so it just absorbs your blows. A lot easier to rock hammer and use the air compressor, the jackhammer on this stuff. It's more brittle, but that stuff's like rubbery. And then above it, that's the edge of the former spoils pile on the edge of the quarry.
Oh, the one from the Mirasaurus quarry?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just behind us here, there's a sauropod dinosaur found from the same time that was stomping around. Probably got stuck in the mud here.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was mired. Classic.
Hence Mirasaurus, right?
No. Mirasaurus.
It means you look. You look in Spanish. No, it doesn't. I'm kidding again.
Yeah, Mira was was the cartographer on the
Spanish expedition.
Yeah, Dominguez expedition.
Yeah.
So in some ways, he was the first scientist to ever come into this area. He's just sketching pictures and mapping.
Yeah. Cool.
And it was described with my colleagues from Spain.
Yeah.
So I thought that link would be pretty nice.
That is pretty neat.
Yeah.
Numplex in the chat wants to know, is paleontology a lucrative career to have?
Well, it is incredibly rewarding.
Yeah.
People work 50 weeks a year to fish too. I fish 50 weeks a year, and I still get to go fishing.
It's a good way to put it, Jim. I like that. Yeah. But no, in general, we as paleontologists do not get paid very much. It's, yeah. In some ways, you kind of got to take on a vow of poverty to become a paleontologist, but, yeah, there are worse things. You get to pursue your passion as a career. That's pretty awesome. All right, let me check on this shade part pole over here, make sure it's okay. These clouds are nice, though. Doesn't look like that's really going to hit us, which is reassuring. I thought we were going to have maybe some rain through here, and so far I've been lucky. It's just the wind. And, you know what? Actually, it's probably a good spot for that pole. Keep that there. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah. Good stuff. And hello to you, Surfajanax. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. We were just talking about you, or talking about your namesake, rather. Talking about big allosaurids from the late Jurassic. Just talking about that yesterday. Grab my water bottle. Let's get to work. So, small crew today. Just me, Don and Jim and Fisher, and then Jeff is back today from the Utah Friends of Paleontology. And Phil is somewhere over here too, but he might be taking a bathroom break.
Yep, no, he went to pick up Ken.
Oh, he's picking up Ken. Nice. Okay. Yeah, and Ken is going to be joining us soon too. He is just arrived. But I don't think his vehicle can quite make it up the hill to get here, so Phil's going to go pick him up. All right. Let's put the camera right over here. That should do it. Nice. So just like yesterday, I was working on cutting this layer down here, and hopefully start running into some bones. With any luck. See Fisher taking some, creating a specimen card for those bones that he was just collecting. Wing says, did I miss you flipping another bone? Probably, yeah. We've been doing a lot of that lately. All over the place. That wind. And Dyson Dinosaur, thank you for the raid. Filippo, how was your stream? I hope it was really good. Welcome to Paleontologizing. It's good to have you here. If anybody's not yet following Dyson Dinosaur, he's the only other dinosaur paleontologist that I know of on Twitch. He works on ornithischian dinosaurs, iguanodonts in particular. You should follow him, especially if you speak Italian. Or if you speak English, you should follow him and watch on Saturdays, because he started doing English language streams on Saturdays. It's always a good time. Highly recommend. Go check out Dyson Dinosaur. And you reviewed recent dinosaur papers. Very cool. Nice. I'm looking forward to doing that when I get home in about 2 weeks. It's going to be fun. Do a whole roundup of all the dinosaurs that were published on while I've been out here. Any hot takes on Asia Tyrannus so far, Filippo? I haven't had a chance to read the paper yet, but it looks interesting. The name is a little unimaginative, but it seems like it's good material. And those are indeed ants, Andrew Memorex, yeah. Don't worry, they only really bite in the morning. For whatever reason. They just, I don't know. They're sassy in the morning time. They tend to mellow out a bit in the afternoon. And Queen of Lilat says, my daughter would like to know what everyone's favorite ceratopsid is. Oh boy.
Well, that's an easy one over here.
Yeah, Dawn.
But Jim might have a couple of different ones.
So Dawn DeBlue over there.
He probably still likes Diablo the best. Be partial to Zuni.
Yeah. Which is not actually ceratopsid, right?
Oh,
yeah.
you can like that and
It's a non-ceratopsid ceratopsian, but Dawn DeBlue over here, right there in the white t-shirt and the ball cap, he is the discoverer of Diabloceratops. And along with Jim Kirkland, they described that critter. So if it weren't for them, you would have no Diabloceratops. So yeah, big props to Don and Jim. Yeah. And an interesting Dyson Dinosaur. I kind of wondered about that too. I've not looked at the paper yet for Asia Tyrannus, but like, could it be a juvenile? And Pentaceratops is a good one, Dyson Dinosaur. We're digging up a pretty Pentaceratops-like ceratopsian in the Almond Formation of Wyoming earlier in the summer. And that's been pretty exciting. Got some pretty good frill bones. My favorite ceratopsid has not yet been described, but it's a Chasmosaurine from the Judith River Formation that I found back in 2012. Ouch! I just said that the ants don't bite in the afternoon, and one just got me right on the calf. Ow, that hurts. Must have got stuck between my calf and my thigh when I knelt down, and it freaked out and bit me. You been getting bit, Fisher?
Yeah, I had a big swell to my arm.
Nice catch. I'm sorry to hear that. That's from yesterday, right? Or the day
A
before?
couple days ago, yeah.
It's still there.
Really diminished, but
Yeah.
it was pretty bad a couple days ago.
I've got some like anti-itch like bite ointment stuff in camp if you want it.
It doesn't itch anymore.
Okay. I might want that for me later.
I appreciate the offer.
It really hurts, but I
Yeah,
can't even see where it was.
They're vicious, man.
They tend not to swell up for me.
I was like leaning on the ant for like a couple seconds because I was trying to like glue something while it's stinging me, and it's like, okay, this muscle is more important than pain.
That is hardcore, Fisher. It's like you're watching it bite you, and you're like, I have to concentrate. I have to concentrate.
Get it glued, and then I can just flick the guy off.
Well, shoot, that's like a battle scar right there. Like, it's something to be proud of.
I don't remember what the unit is for hymenopteran stings.
There's
some special unit.
A unit of measure for that?
Describes, maybe, I don't know if it has a name or it's some sort of scale. I don't know what the harvest rate is on that.
Yeah. Well, shoot, if Science Streams is in chat, we can ask him. He works on ants. Yeah. And Le Petit Prince says, as far as I can understand, all fossils are essentially stone? Question mark? Kind of. I mean, it's a spectrum. Some of them are, they all start off as parts of living things. But, some of them are more permineralized than others. Oh boy. What's making that noise?
I think it's the nails rattling around inside.
I think you're right. Shoot. Thud, thud.
Maybe we can drop that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's cool.
Let's take that one down. Yeah. Alright, never a dull moment. Murph says, so noisy out there today. Yeah, that's the wind and the shade tarps, you know? Got a bad combination today where it's too hot and too sunny to go without the shade tarps, but it's almost too windy to have shade tarps. But I don't know. We're sticking it out for now, seeing if we can make it work. Fisher, was it the Schmidt Insect Sting Pain Index?
Maybe.
Yeah. Thank you, Hawk Raptor.
Sounds familiar, but
Yeah.
I think it goes from like 0 to 4. But the bullet ant is in the top.
Oh yeah,
I think
because it shoots you with a gun. Oh,
Tarantula
no, I'm familiar with
Hawk
that bullet ant. Yeah.
Tarantula Hawk West.
It's that bit of a Dorito or something right there.
Bit of teamwork going on.
Go, ant, go!
Bit of a teamwork moment.
A team of one. And Hawkcraft says, yeah, I googled it and found it on Wikipedia, and 4 is the max.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the one.
Cool. Thank you, Hawkraptor. Get out of here, ants. Off, off. then, shoot, somebody was asking, yeah, like, fossilization is kind of a spectrum, so, like, you know, things can be more or less permineralized. There's much more recent stuff that's not really been heavily permineralized, you know, if at all. And sometimes we call those subfossils. They usually date to, like, less than 10,000 years old. Yeah. For this stuff, 140 million years old, it wouldn't be around if it hadn't been well preserved, if it hadn't been permineralized to the point where, you know, it could stick around, so, yeah. Zook says, I wonder if it would be possible to make a portable windbreak to alleviate the nuisance of the wind. It'd be tricky. Like, I don't know, in previous years, I've tried to park my vehicle in front of my tent to, like, you know, help block the wind, and even that doesn't seem to work very well. You know, wind is just a fact of life out here, and it blows in when it wants to. And Dr. Pool, not Deadpool, says, hi all, Corey is looking good. Karen, is that you? Welcome to Paleontologizing. How are you doing, Karen? Hello, hello. I assume that's you, Karen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but welcome back. Now we got a bunch of cool new bones. Jim's got a quadrate over there, it looks like. Exciting stuff. Yeah. Yeah. How are things back in Arkansas? I hope you're doing well. Hope your train ride was pleasant. Hope it wasn't too late getting into Salt Lake. It was hot and it's hot and swampy there in Arkansas. Well, what else is new, right? At least it's a wet heat. And train was good, just a bit late due to heat. Shoot, yeah. Stuff. And Lenina, did you just give? Thank you for gifting Karen a subscription. I appreciate that. Now she won't have to see any ads when she hangs out here, and she can use those emotes too. I need to do like an iguanodont emote. Closest I've got, I guess, is Parasaurolophus. But it'd be nice to have an iguana colossus type critter. I should make that. I should make that happen. Oh, my dad's in the chat. He says, watching those ants is driving me bonkers. Yeah, they're kind of on one today.
You're getting tilted from the wind.
I guess so, yeah. This is maybe an example of stuff that was stuck in the mud. You just get like little bits of organic matter and stuff in here, and there's also some gypsum that formed in between these cracks here. So yeah, this ancient swamp. There's all kinds of organic crud in here. It's good to pay close attention to that because sometimes there's a little bit of a bone or a tooth or something hiding in there.
It's like weird symmetric like processes coming out.
Oh,
That's really weird, huh?
that is weird. Just like at a right angle.
Yeah. I mean, it could be just like the way it's preserved, but it looks interesting.
I wonder if there's a centrum.
Oh, and those,
Here or
yeah, those
something.
do look like zygos, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
And this could be a neural spine.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, coming out of the center.
Mm-hmm.
And those are like
That's
pre-zigs or post-zigs there?
Pre-zygs, it looks like.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Let me show the camera. Get these ants off of me too. Just got chat. Let me show you what Fisher's got over here. It's subtle, but if you look close, you can see it. So, we've got a bit of bone right there and a bit of bone right there, so it's coming out at like a V shape like that. And then there's also bone along here. This could be part of a vertebra.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a centrum hiding down under there.
That makes the most sense,
Yeah.
I think. Two pre-zygs and then a neural spine.
Yeah. Be a long neural spine for... Well, yeah, I guess the zigs aren't... They don't have to be that long.
I mean, neural spine's not that different in length from the one over here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Be cool. bunch of Falcaria, or not Falcarius, sorry, Nothronicus bones. Yeah, good stuff. And hang on, did the satellite dish cut out? Yeah. Starlink just conked out for a second here. Yeah. Anywho, and Salamander, you were asking if any bone could show your coworker? You bet. Yeah, shoot. Here, let me show you over here again. We've got a ton of bone over here. There's a femur right there that Don's got. Right here. Thank you, Don. Sorry for interrupting. Beautiful. See that big old thigh bone? This iguanodont dinosaur. We've got some other ones under that gypsona cap right there.
Ilium there.
Yeah, nice ilium. So like upper hip bone right here. There's the, is that the hip socket right there? The acetabulum? Or would it be under here?
That would be the socket right there.
There we go. Yeah. So this is like upper hip bone.
Little guy.
Yeah. Nice. And then Jim's got some beautiful bones over here too. Skull bone, quadrate, like he was showing you earlier. So yeah, we got bone coming out all over the place. I've temporarily exhausted the bone from my area, but I made a new shelf and I'm working that down, and hopefully there'll be some bones underneath that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. And Science Streams, Belent, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. We were just talking about the ants over here too. The ants are on one today, Belent. They are going nuts. One bit me on the calf earlier. I think because it kind of got squished between my thigh and my calf when I was kneeling down. Yeah. They are very spirited today. Man, that still hurts. It's not welting up though. But yeah.
Ontogeny.
And thank you, Trek Nerd, for the 43 months of support. I appreciate that. Yeah. Danny just got bit by an ant. Will he survive? That ant's got to worry about me biting it back.
Just have good taste. Tastes good.
They normally don't bite me. I don't know. I probably don't taste that good. Sounds like an advertisement or something. Paleontologizing with Danny Anduza. The taste that ants crave. No, they don't really crave me, I don't think. I've not gotten a lot of bites. Promise it wasn't one of your ants. Thank you, Belen. Yeah. Well, if they were to escape from the lab and end up all the way out here in eastern Utah, that would be pretty impressive of them.
We're keeping the place clean.
Anyway, let's continue. Fisher, did we hear your favorite ceratopsid?
I don't think so. Maybe like Styracosaurus.
Oh.
Tyrannosaurus, what a weenie.
I don't know.
I like Tyrannosaurus.
Diablo, man. Cosmo, good Utah.
Diabloceratops is pretty cool too.
Diabloceratops is pretty cool.
I don't know. I'm more partial to rhinoceros when it comes to horned animals.
Yeah? So do you like a rhinoceratops?
It got a nice name. Diablo has the best name of any ceratopsian.
Yeah.
That's for sure, at least in my opinion.
Jim, what do you think are the odds that Diablo and Machairoceratops are the same critter?
Well, there's some pretty dang far apart. Try to grab it.
Yeah.
There's different pattern in terms of the epijugals. They're pretty different.
Could they be
I think they're related.
Yeah.
And, that's how you.
Oh, raindrops.
You call things, the same genus or split them.
Yeah.
That's how people. Yeah, the answer on the chip. Get over the chip.
We're getting some rain. Let's see if this is going to last. Should be real brief, I think. It's not a big cloud. Might retreat under the tarps so the encoder doesn't get wet. Que sera, Ceratops? Oh boy. And I can do Argentinosaurus. You like your dinosaurs big, huh? It's one of the biggest ones we have thus far. Yeah. And Eric ZBZ says, love the sound of rain. It's nice when you don't have to worry about it damaging your fossils.
It really doesn't hurt them here very much.
Yeah, that's good. We're lucky.
This is not like the Morrison.
Yeah. Jim was telling about that. In the Morrison Formation, which underlies the Cedar Mountain, to the rocks below this, you get all your late Jurassic famous dinosaurs like Stegosaurus and Allosaurus, Apatosaurus, aka Brontosaurus, Diplodocus, etc. The rocks that they're in tend to swell and expand when they get wet. I think it just blow up the fossils inside. We're lucky that doesn't happen here. This mudstone is pretty, it's pretty tame by comparison, at least in that sense. It's not going to destroy the bone when it gets wet. Simply, I like that. And Lonely CPU Gaming, favorite dinosaur would be Dilophosaurus. Very cool. I got to work on the holotype of Dilophosaurus back at Berkeley when I was in high school. That was pretty cool. The crest on that thing is so thin that it's scary. Like, it is like potato chip thin. Like you can see light pass through it. It's so thin. Extremely delicate. It's kind of a miracle that the thing ever got properly collected, and you know, they didn't just dig through the fruit because it's so thin. Put the camera back down.
It may not be a
Oh, bone. It's ribby. Where's the end of it? That looks like it's an old break, but this does not. See, this is why we use the scoops. So you can go through and...
I can.
Hey! How's it going, Ken?
Good.
Welcome.
Yes,
Hey Jeff, can I grab another one of these high cheese?
Oh yeah, help that.
This is right here.
Probably.
Ants. How's the drive? Good to see you, Ken.
Seemed to bring rain, sorry.
I think it beat you here. The rain brought you.
No, last week you guys went down early because of rain too.
That's true, yeah. Alright, I'll admit it is all your fault, Ken.
It is.
No, thanks. Ants? Thank you, Phil. That was in there. Okay, piecing it together.
dopey now.
What was the bone that Emily found over here?
I think we got it out.
I
It
know,
was
Yeah, it's just a little,
piece of vert or something like that.
okay.
Yeah.
Little shit.
Wasn't anything too exciting.
It's right there by the pole.
Danny,
Yeah.
when he was tweeting it a couple days ago,
Say again?
Dana was tweeting
Oh yeah.
days ago.
Yeah.
She's her second grade now.
Oh, maybe somebody was mistaken then.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said that they saw her broadcast of Rose. Yeah.
Claire might have got confused about where she was.
Yeah.
Oh, she should have been in an airplane.
Yeah. Holy cow.
She's
Ken.
only been in Mongolia 2 days.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So I collect press patties, and then Ken stopped by there. That is awesome. Ken, I really appreciate this.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
cow.
Now, Jim,
Yeah.
I stopped by Mike and Moore quick, and Julia said hi.
Okay.
Oh man, that's
Good.
awesome.
It just happened to be a day that they were out there digging.
Oh, and this is perfect. He even did it the right way.
Anything interesting exposed?
Nothing out in the open right now. I think it was a slow day as far as finding things. Julia said hi to you too.
Oh, okay.
Can you do this exactly right? You oriented it correctly
That was not intentional.
with Lincoln on the back, so you can see the date on the back. And you
That was just the machine's,
50-50 shot.
the machine's accident. So the funny thing is the machine was unplugged and they didn't know.
Uh-huh.
So they ended up giving me more quarters to do
Nice.
it again.
Yeah, awesome. Shoot, check that out, chat. Ken just brought this from his journey out there. Yeah, excellent. Gonna add that to the album when I get back to camp. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Ken. This is great. Dinosaur Ridge, Morrison, Colorado. Allosaurus. That is lovely. And it is a proper copper penny. 1979. The U.S. Mint switched to zinc in 1982, and when you press a zinc penny, it like stretches and it gets these weird zebra stripes and stuff. It's just not as clean and pretty as a copper penny. And so, yeah, Ken's been carrying this. I found it and gave it to him in order to press it, and he's been carrying this around and yeah, managed to put it through the machine on the way here. This is, man, this makes me happy. Thank you again, Ken. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. And you're going to Dinosaur Ridge in September. Very cool, Pyro Kitty. I hope you enjoy. Yeah.
Some kind of video type of
Anyway, let's see if we can find the end of this thing.
Yeah, I guess he missed it.
It's not the most important bone by any measure. It is a rib, it looks like. But it'd be nice to have the entire thing, such that it existed in the first place. Okay, there we go. Let's go up. Oh, there's just some spread on there. Okay, that is essentially the entire thing. There's just some little flakes of like bone skin right there. But hey, hey, it's exciting. So check that out, chat. I'm gonna apply some glue to it. But we got another bone. Looks like just a piece of rib, probably, or it could be a transverse process of a vertebra. But there we go. Yeah. My first bone of the day. And at this rate, probably last one of the day, but we'll see. And Texas Cryptid, thank you for the raid. Welcome, that Texas Cryptid and 14 raiders. Welcome, welcome to Paleontologizing. Put some glue on this thing. Find my soft brush. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and work around this over here. Move the camera a little bit. Testing. Chat seemed like he got stuck. So what I'm going to do here is a little bit of water around here. Soften up this rock.
You know what level I'm guessing it was like right in here.
This is something that you can do at this site because it's mudstone.
I mean, I can
Soften it up with water like this.
That's like the higher layer. I think this stuff is
And you're digging around, and then chances are I'm going to have to do a gypsona on this, just because it's not going to hold together very well. So I want to do like a mini jacket. Yeah. Watch out, will ya? Watch out. That ant is so keen on getting some water. Good for you. She is thirsty. Watch out. The bright side, Fisher, that nail seems to be holding in pretty well. we lose a grommet? Okay. Good. Yeah, they're ant. Krigar says, how old is this iguanodon species? So it's not actually a species of iguanodon, but it's a member of the same family, Iguanodontia, or same clade, Iguanodontia. This one's about 142 million years old, in the very, very beginning of the Cretaceous period, which is one of the reasons why it's so scientifically important, why we're so keen to get this out. It's our third year digging at this particular little quarry, and it's worth 3 summers of work because it's going to be a new species. It's going to help us understand the evolution of iguanodontians, help us understand what's going on at the beginning of the Cretaceous period in North America. This is maybe the oldest Cretaceous dinosaur in North America so far. It's being collected and hopefully published on pretty soon. Shoot, all these ants over here, what are they up to? What are they doing there? They're digging for something. I can relate. Well, they've got their job, I've got mine. Let me keep going.
Mind pass me the glue?
You bet.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hey Don, can you take a look at this? It looks ribby to me, but if you squint, it almost looks like a transverse process from an ankylosaur. What do you think?
I don't know.
Worth a gypsona, right?
Yeah. I mean, ribby seems like the most likely, but
Yeah.
you never know. Well, the ants are liking the moisture over here.
Oh yeah. Especially right there.
Personally, I welcome our new ant overlords. Ken Brockman.
Yeah. Climate hoaxers start following me.
Is it on Twitter, Jim?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I just blocked it.
Yeah.
It's easy.
There's so much of that on Twitter nowadays. That site is dying.
Not fast enough.
Yeah.
Find a denominator.
So what I'm gonna do is dig around here, make a nice little trench, and then we can put a lid over the top of this on our way to getting it out.
I'm impressed they can hear you.
That's a pretty excellent microphone. Yeah. I'm lucky to have a voice that carries pretty well too. I.e. an obnoxious one. And MJ Builds, thank you for the gift sub. I appreciate that. I hope if your Saturday is very busy, at least I hope it's a pleasant kind of busy. Thanks for being here. Thank you for your support.
Dig out some microphone. I'm just looking at it.
It will not need to be forever if you want to.
Calm. I went well, for a moment. Shouldn't have said that. We actually have been really lucky that like none of the tarps have really gotten ripped yet or anything.
Fisher, how long have you had that tear in your tent?
Which tear?
Looks like there was a tear on the side of it.
The one covered in tape?
I don't think it's covered in tape anymore.
Probably new.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll get that taken care of.
Uh-oh.
The MSR over by the old camp, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
not fun.
That's why they're having a field day. They're just not getting roasted by the sun. Lonely CPU Gaming says, how do y'all not get bit by these ants? Well, we have an agreement, you know? They've got a job to do, we've got a job to do. You know? I refrain from biting them, they mostly refrain from biting me. You know, an understanding of the ants. here. Where are that blue fish? Oh, sorry, you're doing something important. Thank you. So Fisher's getting ready to put a gypsum on that right there. So he's putting a layer of separator on and grabbing some water out of that bin with that paintbrush. Just dabbing it on to get it to conform to all the nooks and crannies. You'll see me do the same thing in a few minutes when I jacket this guy. But Fisher's a few steps ahead of me over there. Nice. Yeah. Put some more glue on. I'm also going to put some glue on the rock here, because I don't want that falling apart. That's holding the bone in place. So I'll make sure that that all stays together. I'll let that dry for a few minutes. And Indo says, I'm assuming the skeleton is very fragmented. You'd be right, yeah. There's several skeletons in here. There's a bunch of different individuals. Probably like, I don't know, at least a dozen different critters. And yeah, they all fell apart after death. Bones are scattered all over the place. And so it's a nice sight to work. You've got a bunch of different individuals of different age groups, which is really important. So we'll actually have like a growth series for this animal from one quarry. That's pretty exciting. And Van Pack says, do you ever have to dig through layers of soil or normally just start from exposed rock? I mean, we find the fossils in the first place kind of sticking out of exposed rock. That's how we discover these sites. And that was the case here.
Right behind you, Danny, that red layer.
Yeah.
Soil.
Yeah.
That's ugly.
So that up there that Jim was showing earlier is recent soil. And it's nasty stuff. He was saying that, you know, our big geopaleo picks just bounce off it like rubber. Yeah. But anyway, this is a pretty good mudstone through here, you know? I'm not complaining about it. It does often fracture in weird ways, but tends to preserve the bone pretty well. It's the important part.
Yeah, we softened some of that with that spray pen.
Yeah, I already did.
No, I was
Oh,
Jeff.
sorry.
Phil, can you grab maybe that spray pen over by one of those guys?
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. This, yeah.
You guys, the spray pen
here, ants. Trying to work here.
double them up like this.
I got 10 raindrops in the car when I was out picking up Ken.
Yep.
Shoot. Sorry about that. Our corner tore over on that tarp, and so I had to go help fix that before the whole thing came apart. So appreciate your understanding. Thanks for keeping an eye on the bone for me, and the ants. Yeah. Anyway, what was that question that I missed? There. by, or was that? Somebody repost that question. I'm not sure I can find it. Yeah. All right, back to the bone cam. Oh, how do the bones get separated from the complete skeleton from the spine? Thank you, Kappa Votes, for yeah. So there's a bunch of different things that happen to a critter after it dies. Oftentimes, in order for something to become a fossil, it's got to get buried, and but sometimes it doesn't get buried right away. Sometimes the carcass is there at the surface. Sometimes it gets torn apart by scavengers. The bones can get scattered around. If it's buried in a fluvial environment, so like flowing water, like a river or a stream, that can scatter the bones as well. And then in this case, this seems to be like a big old mud pit in a swamp, something like that. Very low energy environment, except when a big sauropod dinosaur walks through and maybe steps on some of these bones and stuff. We've got evidence that some of these bones actually got stepped on by a big long-necked four-legged dinosaur called Mierosaurus that later got stuck in the mud right over there too. All of its arms and legs are just like straight down into the ground, preserved in 3D in life position. The animal got mired there. So yeah. Anyway, we think that's the same animal that was walking around stepping on some of these bones in this mud pit. And how do you know when to stop digging that you've got every bone? We don't. We will not get every bone this summer. There will be many, many more here. This is our third year working in this particular pit right here, in this particular little quarry. And with any luck, we'll be here next year too, because there's going to be more to find. There's so much in this whole valley here. Like Jim says, you could have, hundreds of people working here for hundreds of years and you still wouldn't find everything. It's a pretty special place. And let's see, Pang, can you soak the mud around the bone with water? I did that earlier, yeah. So I was using a spray bottle to kind of go around the perimeter here. And that's mostly dried, so I might actually do that again real quick. Yeah. Oh, is this the crummy spray bottle? Yeah. That's gonna be good enough for now. Yeah. But Peng was also asking, why isn't the bone white? Well, this bone has been fossilized, so a lot of the original material in the bone, the organic stuff, has been replaced by or supplemented by minerals from the surrounding rock. That's kind of part of the fossilization process. It's not 100% like, organic bone anymore. Part of it is mineral. It's partially turned to stone, which is why it's a different color. Watch out, Ant, watch out. We've got a pebble in here. There we go.
How do they do it? And I look down, there'll be like 3 ants in this thing. It's like, they come running up on me and then diving in.
Jim, did I hear that these pebbles in here were from much earlier than the surrounding mudstone?
Yeah, they're probably being reworked out of the Morrison.
Huh.
But then the pebbles themselves are probably out of the Paleozoic.
Shoot.
So they're recycled multiple times.
Uh-huh. Huh. So this little pebble in here, not a bone, but a pebble. Potentially like 250 million years old. So like more than 100 million years older than these bones. Pretty cool. Yeah, Don, were you saying Carboniferous earlier?
Oh, I mean, a lot of it came probably from those West Desert places. Maybe Cambrian, Ordovician.
Shoot.
Yeah, probably down in Cambrian and Ordovician.
So close to like 400 million years old, if not older. Pretty neat.
We have found some that have little fossils in them.
No, they're not as old as Cambrian Ordovician. They're probably mostly Carboniferous.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like 250, 300.
Yeah, we don't get them down, get the Ordovician pebbles until you hit the base of the Natarita or base.
Oh yeah, they got to unroot more first.
Maybe down the high wall.
All right, going to continue to kind of trench along here. We can get a cap on this guy. Yeah.
It's upside down.
Get out of there, ant. Don't want to squish you.
Yeah, I think I might bring my cooler over. I don't know which one's cooler by my fence. You just sit on and stack something. I'm not really using it. Power station starts really raining, but it's got another cooler.
All right. It's going pretty well in there. Oh boy, this whole thing just wants to lift out. Oh shoot, there we go. Sometimes that happens. Let me glue the underside of it. Right here. Not too much glue or it's going to fall apart. It'll get soggy. But just enough. Get out of there, ants. I don't want to glue you. Go, move. Scram. Get ready to wrap this thing up. Yeah. And yeah, it has come out in one piece. Look, you can see the impression of the bone right there. So that's the counterpart to the bone. That's the impression in the rock. That was from right there. So I won't have to do a jacket. I could just wrap this thing up really carefully in some toilet paper and label it and map it, and then we're golden. Feeling pretty solid. Oop. It's wanting to fall apart on me. But you know what? That's not a bad thing. So we got all the pieces right here. Really clean break. This is good. So I'm gonna wrap these 3 pieces separately, and then we're golden. Look at how clean that is through there. Nice. Very nice. Good stuff. Okay, so next step, get it nice and wrapped. Get the tape over here too? Beautiful, thanks fish.
Pass me the glue.
Yeah, there's hardly any left. So, what I'm gonna do is wrap these 3 pieces up separately so that they don't bang into each other and get damaged. Piece number 2. Number 2, and then there's our main piece right there. Nice. Start off wrapping it real loose, so get some cushioning going, and then turn it 90 degrees, turn it 90 degrees. That's how we do it. All right. tape all these up together. They're in one nice bundle.
Probably nothing in there.
There we go.
Well, it's we dug stuff.
Ant. Get off the tape. Get off that tape. There you go. Dude, this is why we do like fossil prep in a controlled environment, you know? Back in the laboratory. In the air conditioning, you don't have, you know, wind and ants and
more ants.
and more ants and, you know, poison monkeys trying to mess you up. Alright, nice. Cool, that was actually a lot faster than it could have taken if we had to do a whole gypsona and everything, so kind of glad it came out in 3 easy pieces like that, because honestly it's going to be easier to put together in the lab, and it's going to be more intact than it might otherwise have been. It might seem counterintuitive, but that's the way it goes sometimes. And look, even got one of these, like a mini version of a dirter. Maybe this is like the, you know, the carbine version. Let's see if it works. Ready? Dur dur dur. Hey hey. Dur dur. Nice. Okay. Specimen log there, Jim? Or just a map?
Just a map.
Okay.
It should be in the action packer.
Okay, cool. Okay, now we log the specimen. And really wants to know, Danny, was there a 4th piece in the hole? No. So this right here is just impression of it. And it's been kind of discolored by the glue, so it looks like bone, but I promise you it's not bone in there. And then maybe you saw this too, which is a pebble. Yeah. Okay.
Sunny now.
I want to get this. I want to get a cap on that end.
Let's see. Is this fat phalanx or... Oh, have you put this one on here yet, Fish?
Yeah, no, that one's not.
Okay, right.
That one's from last year. Everything on there has already been put away.
Cool, okay. Label that.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah.
Is this one on there?
Is it what?
Is that on there?
Uh,
Yeah,
27?
Okay.
You do think it's been mapped?
He doesn't.
Oh, okay. Huh. I think, is that one of Nick's or?
That's his chevron. That was
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. 208. BEW 208. Map here. Is this 53 East 99 North right here?
Yes.
This is 98. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Which I think... Did you already make a... Did you already do a sheet for that particular meter?
For this quadrant, but not.
But not that one, okay. Cool. So I have to do a new one.
The grid.
gone a couple decades without being stung by an ant, and I just got one finally.
Yeah, I think the cloudy weather means they're out and about more than normal.
Ring the ant bell.
Normally
You got a sting.
they are pulled up this time of day. Too hot for them.
Is it a sting or is it a bite?
Hey, formic acid.
It's a sting?
Oh, yeah.
Because I think they can do both.
Oh, but it's a state.
Yeah? Okay.
State Delaware, India, like, you know, you get into a hard print.
Yeah.
Just drip down pretty fast.
There we go. So, got our right there. That'll be 35 east, 99 north. East, 100 north, 100 north. Okay, cool. in centimeters. No, those are inches. I don't want that. Imperial system. Blech. Give me that metric. Alright, 35. It's a third of a meter. PW 8 rib. Cool. Alright, that was easy. Now we do a specimen card. So let me explain what I'm doing here for the chat. Given that we are collecting these for science, we got to make sure that we take good data about these. One of the reasons that we're out here is not just to, you know, be able to study this dinosaur and name it and that kind of thing, but also to try and understand as much as we can about this ancient ecosystem. And part of that is understanding this as, you know, an ancient environment. It's about trying to glean as much information as we possibly can from the work that we're doing here. So the arrangement of the bones, how they're all laid out, all of this stuff, there could be clues in here for answering important questions about what this environment was like 142 million years ago. And so doing things like mapping out the quarry, you know, like this is really important. And beyond that, making sure that all of these things don't get mixed up when they get back to the laboratory is really important too. So we fill out cards like this in order to make sure that we've got all of the information alongside the bones in their containers when we bring them back to the laboratory. So I'm going to be bagging this up in a minute. But first I got to fill out a specimen card and make sure that we get all our info on there. Easting is 35 minutes. Excellent. Cool. Okay. Now get off of there, ants. go. There's our specimen in there. Ready to go back to the laboratory. Nice. And now with this out of the way, I can... What's that?
The log for you?
Yeah. Oh, I still have to put in some of this information, shoot. But you can take that if you want.
Not very, whatever. If you want to.
Okay, let me fill it up. Right. Make sure the information on here matches the specimen log. Cool. All right, John, I got it. Tent's probably gonna be all full of dust.
Nope.
My tent's gonna be all full of dust. Yeah. Great place, isn't it? We don't got more than that.
Yeah, with any of those, you still get a bunch of dust in there. Over the week I've got decent amount.
That's probably true, yeah.
You guys didn't have to chase it down anymore, did you?
Nope. Yeah.
It's like a...
Planted crud, yeah.
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 Just want to make sure it wasn't looking
It could be. I don't know. It's hard to tell what those like weird phantom organic things are.
the vagaries of this.
Yep. Ah. And, oh, thank you, Jody Fish, for reposting that from Crimson Carnotaurus. How do you store the jacketed fossils once they're extracted before they're shipped off to the museum? So we'll bring them back to the museum at the end of our field season here in about 2 weeks. And some of them are just right over there in the quarry until we bring them back to camp. Some of those are from today. And, yeah, we've just got, like, containers in camp that we keep them in. Make sure that they're safe from the rain and stuff like that. But, you know, once they're jacketed, they're pretty safe. So, is it okay if I take this, Fisher? I'm not encroaching too
No, you're fine.
too close. Chance to kind of clean off this area, get this nice and tidy. It's, as my mom would say, who's kind of a neat freak, this is making me crazy. It's too messy.
Clean site's a happy site.
A clean site is a happy site. Who were you telling that to?
Oh, no, that's just Nick Hunger.
Yeah.
Bennett?
Oh, was it Bennett? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's funny. I was hoping he was going to come out here, but I think he had other stuff going on.
I told him some slightly more other useful stuff besides just that over.
I feel like that should be something that we have like cross-stitched and then framed, and you can hang it from the shade tarp. A clean fight is a happy sight. God bless this mess. And can we see the blank specimen card if you don't want to show the info on it? I don't think there's anything too identifying on there. Yeah. It's not like the...
It is all our social security numbers.
Can I just get a photograph of your debit card real quick? Front and back? And yeah, what was the name of your first pet? Yeah. There we go. That's, you know, it's not really anything. What's that?
Ford Pinto.
Your first pet was a Ford Pinto? I guess a Pinto is a variety of horse, isn't it? It's like a breed of horse?
Another one of those security questions.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, mother's maiden name, favorite teacher.
You gotta keep the hackers on edge.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got a quick glimpse of that, just, you know, stuff to help identify the bone in that little parcel right there so that you can cross-reference that with the map and make sure you're looking at the same thing in both spots, and, you know, just keeps everything from getting too confused. Yeah.
Is there going to be some gypsum available?
I think I saw one in the action packer.
Might have a little bit left.
Oh, and Ed Simpson says hi.
Yeah.
He says, hey all, look out for me next Saturday. And Wendy says howdy. Yeah. Awesome, we're looking forward to having you here. Never met you before, Ed, so it's going to be cool. But we're doing our best to have a good day despite the heat and the wind.
Driving me crazy.
Yeah, the wind is not doing enough to cut down on the heat. And it's certainly making things more noisy, and the tarps flap around a bunch. But, you know, it's a small price to pay to be out digging dinosaurs.
Flappy.
Yeah. Oh, and Pinto refers to horse coloring. Interesting. So it's like a tortoiseshell cat, where like it refers to like coloration of the coat, rather than an actual like carapace and plastron on a cat. This would be pretty unusual. That makes sense. Or I guess calico cat would have been maybe a better, less turtle-y analogy. Cyberpunk says, how can someone just find an eroding dinosaur bone in a wasteland? Don't call it a wasteland. This is a beautiful, thriving desert environment out here. I don't know, we do what we call prospecting. You walk around, you look at the ground, you look for bones that are starting to erode out, and you kind of answered your question while asking it. You go out and you look, you know? But you gotta find rocks of the right age and the right type, first of all. If you're looking in igneous rock, you're not gonna find any dinosaurs. Likewise in metamorphic rock. And it needs to be of the right age, so if you're looking for dinosaurs, you gotta find rocks that are between about 225 and 66 million years old. Outside of that, you're not gonna find dinosaurs. At least not non-bird dinosaurs.
It's pretty hard to find bird dinosaurs anyway.
Birds are not easy to find.
Regardless.
It's true, Ken. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I turn the camera around and put you on camera too, Ken. Let's change the scenery for chat. Right there. Nice. Everybody, Paleo Ken just joined us a little while ago. Is this good, Ken?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just taking my brain a minute to stop thinking about being watched. So.
Oh, yeah. After a while, you get used to it.
Oh, yeah.
And you just do all kinds of embarrassing stuff that you don't think anything of it.
I mean,
When I say you, I mean me. You know.
there is the Booney had his parietal video, so I know that.
That's a good one. Yeah, classic clip. So how's the drive up from Colorado? Or down from Colorado?
We had to
Across from
take-
Colorado?
Part of 40 for a little ways to get around Stanton still traffic, so
So for those of you not in the know, Ken here not only is he out here finding fossils. You know, he's been part of our crew for a couple years now. He's out with us in Wyoming too. Yeah, Ken works in paleo. But he also has a full-time job. And he comes out here on the weekends. That's some serious dedication here. So, yeah. And one of these days, Ken's going to be leading a field crew like this. But you got to do, I don't know. Sometimes you got to kind of burn the candle at both ends a little bit in order to be able to do paleontology.
my choice is to not do it. So
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, so, again, takes some real dedication. Ken's a real one.
just happy when people will pick me up.
And Ken is crushing it, absolutely snapping neurons. Yeah. And Care Bear Bonfire says, am I wasting my time looking for fossils in Vermont/Maine? I'm sure there are fossils there.
Sounds like a lot of like igneous bedrock too, but after the glaciers.
Yep. You got like the Old Man of the Mountain in New Hampshire, which is next to Vermont. Or you used to have it, at least. It's since fallen down, but that's granite, as I understand it. Probably granodiorite. But yeah, I'm sure there's Pleistocene alluvium somewhere in there. You're gonna have Ice Age critters. Paleozoic brachiopods? Okay. Jim knows. Do either Vermont or Maine have a state paleontologist? New York does? So yeah, there's stuff out there, but you're not going to find dinosaurs. That's what you're hoping for. Unfortunately, no dinosaurs in Vermont or Maine, unless we're talking about birds. But good luck finding bird fossils.
Hey Jim, does the Newark supergroup go anywhere near that, or does it follow the coast more?
them all says, okay, so you're breaking the bigger pieces apart to check them for small fragments. Yeah, exactly. You never know when there could be like a little theropod tooth or something like that hiding in these bigger blocks. So it pays to just give them a little whack, and then hopefully they fracture along the line of whatever might be in there. But you might, smash 10,000 of these open before you find something like a theropod tooth. But when you do, it's pretty exciting. Well worth the effort. So in here we just got a little pebble in there, but on rare occasions it might be a tooth or something inside. It's good to do your due diligence there. And Indo says, are there any species that are more exciting to find, or do you see all dinosaur fossils as equally exciting? Well, if we're talking about different species, then sure, yeah. Anytime you find something new, that might be super, super exciting. I've been lucky enough to work on some brand new dinosaurs, where it was like, first time they'd ever been found. This is actually one of those occasions. The critter that we're digging up right now has never been named. It's brand new. It's pretty exciting. And yeah, I don't know, anytime you find something that's kind of rare in its environment is cool too. Like in the Hell Creek Formation, I was lucky enough to be able to work at a Leptoceratops bone bed, and normally Leptoceratops is an extremely rare dinosaur in the Hell Creek. But, well, not anymore. Turns out there's a trick to finding them, which I can't tell you about yet, unfortunately. Sorry. But hopefully they'll be published pretty soon. Believe me, it's very cool. Yeah. And then everybody's got their own, like, personal favorite critters. Like, I don't know, Fisher here would be absolutely over the moon if you were to find a mammal here in the quarry.
That's right.
So.
Dragon axe.
Yeah. Or Fisher Lestes, Fisher Therium.
Fisher Batar.
Fisher Batar.
Fisher Foster.
Fisher Foster. I love Fisher Batar for a critter not from Mongolia.
We've got Batars from everywhere.
Really?
It's just kind of a common suffix.
So it's sort of like Mimus for an ornithomimid?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're like Morrison Batars.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's funny. Shoot, that's cool. It's just become kind of a shorthand for that group.
It's mostly multis that have that suffix, but
Gotcha.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's other groups that have it as well.
Yeah. Well, hopefully tomorrow we'll get Fisher Batar. Complete skull. Alright, it's coming up on 5 o'clock here. That's a good question. Just realized that after emptying.
You gotta work for 10 months.
Okay. Oh no, I have to dig up more dinosaurs. Another little pebble in there too. Right there.
hope that people go to Hell Creek thinking that they're going to find a Tyrannosaur or Triceratops and they just find a bunch of turtles?
In my experience, it's easier to find trikes than turtles. But I'm sure it depends what kind of environment you're in. You know? Certain places are just going to be, you know, turtle town. And sometimes it's trikey town. I don't know. Triceratops are... Well, the thing that I always find without fail are Champsosaur vertebrae. Just everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere. And they're super easy to identify.
Are they, where are they on crocodiles?
They're not crocodiles.
They're not?
No, so like they're Caristodires, so they're this weird group of like lizardy guys, or they might be archosauromorphs. I don't know if anybody's really 100% sure. They're definitely diapsids, but they just very badly want to be crocodiles. But they might be occupying like the more piscivorous sort of side of things, where like they're almost like gharial-like in their skull morphology. Yeah. Yeah, Jim, when do you start getting Champsosaurs in North America?
Well, except the ones in the north.
Really? Huh. Uh-huh. I didn't know that. That's cool. I thought they were strictly a Cretaceous to Eocene kind of group.
I think there's a Miocene one.
Really? I didn't hear him.
Okay, I have hearing loss, so I didn't know if it was just me
No.
or... Okay.
It's not just you.
Alright, start calling it.
Okay. I don't know how to make a steam whistle noise, or I would
Full
do
on
that.
klaxon.
Okay. Time to wrap things up here. It's quitting time. So, we'll go walk you up there, chat, and we'll find somebody to raid into. Don't go away just yet. See if somebody else is doing some science. And we can go join them. But thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you for your viewership, your enthusiasm, your questions, your financial support. Couldn't do this without that. Wouldn't be able to afford the solar panels or satellite internet or any of that without your support. So thank you again, as always. And yeah, let's see who else is on. And the wind's really bad up here. Okay, go to watch, and who have we got? Oh, Rocket Sage is on. Well, hello. We're gonna go say hello to Rocket Sage. It's been a while. Excellent. Raid. Rocket Sage. Brilliant. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, again, for everything today. I know it wasn't the most exciting of streams. I didn't get the most sleep last night because we had some thunderstorms rolling through camp and yeah, some other stuff going on too, so today's been kind of a, you know, one of those days. But I'm glad you're able to tune in, and I'm glad we were able to do a stream. Found some cool stuff. And really looking forward to coming out here again tomorrow when I'm a little bit better rested, and hopefully our weather's a little bit better too. Until then, you all take care of yourselves. Thank you once again for everything. Moderators, thank you for your hard work. You know how much I appreciate you, but I still like to say it anyway. Thank you, mods. Much love. And let's go say hello to Rocket Sage, shall we? She is a real-life geologist doing some geology live on Twitch. So we'll go hang out with her. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.